It is such an honor to interview you. I'd also like to say a huge thank you to all my followers for your continuous support. For those that might not know me, my name is Omelnas. I am a mother of two, originally from Sudan, but I've been living in Australia. So without any further ado, we are going to get lovely Nikki here to introduce herself and so on. All
Well,
right,
thank
Sister
you.
Nikki.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's really nice to be here. You have officially allowed me to travel into the future because you're 15,
Amazing.
you're 15 hours ahead of me. So I am officially in the future right now. So I can
Definitely.
check time travel off of my bucket list now.
That's
So yes,
amazing.
thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure.
As you said, my name is Nikki. I'm from Canada, originally from the West in Alberta and now in Ontario, Canada. I am also a mother of two. I have two teenage boys and I'm married to a full-time firefighter.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. Thank you so much. Now, Nikki, what is your professional background?
Okay, so before the world sort of closed on us, I was primarily, most recently, in human resources, and human resources became a very stressful, very. I worked a lot of hours. I am a caring person. I had a difficult time keeping everyone happy, so I was finding it more and more stressful. There was lots of turnover, always replacing people. It was really a nightmare. And so in 2019, I made the decision to change careers and go back into a sort of business consulting position. And I was there less than a year when I lost my job due to the shutdowns after working really, really hard to establish myself and to train in something new. So yeah, at 50 years old, I did not want to go back to another corporate and start all over again.
Yeah, definitely. COVID has literally restricted or taken everybody from the jobs that they really loved. It's one of those things that we were never prepared for. And you said you are 50, girl, you don't look 50. You look so young.
I'm
Oh my
52
God.
now. I've been in the business.
Really?
Yes, I've had my own business
Wow.
for 2 years, and yeah, I'm going to be 53 soon. So I'm pretty excited. I tell
Amazing.
everybody that I'm aging backwards now that I'm no longer working 60 hours a week and all that stress. I feel great.
100%.
I feel
I would
great.
agree with you. I would agree with you. You look so young.
Oh,
Like,
thank you.
you have good genes, by the way. Definitely.
Yes, yes, I do have good
Amazing.
genes, but also the ability to focus on my health and my
Of course.
happiness and spend time every day taking care of me. That has been a huge game changer for me.
That's 100% true. Because stress factor is the main thing that makes us age. Like, if I
Yes.
told you how old I am, you would not believe it. So we will not go there. Yeah, because the job that I'm in, it is amazing, but it can be very stressful. So definitely, and doing night shifts takes 10 years out of your age.
Oh,
So
for
it's
sure.
crazy. Yeah.
For
But
sure.
so Nikki, how
Yes.
did you come onto this online world?
Okay. Well, as I said, I lost my job unexpectedly, and it had been a tough several years for my husband and I for a number of reasons. And then I had changed jobs and then I lost my job. And so I was really not happy. There
Yeah.
wasn't a lot of prospects because a lot of things were shut down and closed down. It wasn't a good time to be looking. And I've worked for myself before, and I knew I wanted to do it again, but not the way I did it before. So I started looking online, and I looked at certifying to become a coach of some kind. I looked at becoming a consultant, either a business or personal consultant. I looked at starting a blog. I looked at selling things and affiliate marketing and, Amazon selling and going to Target and buying things and marking them up and selling them locally. Like, I looked at everything, and I would get really excited about something, and then I would get to the decision point and I would realize that I was about to spend an awful lot of money without really knowing what I was getting for that money, because everything was hush hush and closed doors and not a lot of information. And so
Yeah.
when I found this business, what was different was they gave me all of the information. They said, here it is, take a look. This is what you'll be doing. And that for me was a game changer, because I just thought, wow, okay, I know what I'm going to be doing. I know how I'm going to be doing it. They've told me what they're going to provide me with, etc. I'm going to go for it. And I did. And I have not been disappointed at all. I'm so excited. And my husband was skeptical. But for me, like, as I said, it's been about 2 years and it has been an incredible, consistently forward moving journey. So I love it. I love it.
Amazing, amazing. You
Mm-hmm.
sound just like me. Before I start this business as well, I was literally going from thing to thing, business to business, just trying everything out, trying to figure out whether it would work for me. I've also tried Amazon. I've also tried buy and sell. I literally went and studied all about digital marketing, but it's just the thing is, yes, it costs a lot, and knowing whether it will work for you is the downside of it, because you're not sure, and there wasn't enough information out there as well. So I have done merchandise as well, like you got from Target, I've got from online, lots of different stuff from online. I bought and I sold, but it wasn't the same for me. I joined Herbalife, I joined It Works. I'm not sure if you know It Works. It's
Yep.
all about weight loss companies, and to be honest, it wasn't great. Like for me, it was not. I felt like nothing was working out for me. So when I came through this, wow, it was also a game changer for me. Like I am forever grateful, and every day I thank God for actually bringing me to this business, because this is like literally what they call a mining. It is a gold mine. It's just amazing. And everyone out there that is looking for a business, this is it, guys. If you want a business that really works, this is it. Go and check this business out. And like Sister Nikki said, you get all the information for free to
Yes.
make an informed decision. Why not take it, right?
Yeah.
Risk free, totally. It
Yeah.
is amazing, Nikki. So you mentioned that you've been in this business for 2 years, right?
Two. 2 years.
2 years.
Just over 2 years. Yeah.
Just over 2 years. Oh, amazing, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So was it easy to start this business? Like, did
Yeah.
you obviously have to do any kind of studying? Did it take you time? Can you explain to our viewers how easy was it?
So for me, it was very simple and easy. And one of the things that I like the best about this business is it doesn't take as much time. So you were talking about some of the other things you did. I was actually top 10 in a direct selling company back in 2009. But the reason
Amazing.
I left that was, even though I was doing really well, I was constantly running, constantly ordering products, seeing customers, filling product, shipping product, delivering product, filling my, it was just constant, constant, constant. I was working a lot of hours to be successful in that. And so when I started this business, one of the things I didn't want to do was spend a lot of hours.
Of
I
course.
realized that there's time needed, but I didn't want to be, if I'm going to work, 40, 60 hours a week, I might as well leave the house and go do it. So
Yeah.
when I started with my HR background, I was so, so incredibly impressed by the training that we get, because the training really is world class. It's easy to follow, it's step by step. It's, I found it was easy. On days where I wanted to devote a lot of time, I could power through it. And on days where I only had a little bit of time, I could just do a tiny little section and still feel like I accomplished something. So I was able to get completely up and running in just a matter of weeks. And I
Amazing.
found it quite simple. And I will tell you, I've used computers in the office. I can run the programs that people teach me, and I can type. And at that time, I could post on Facebook, but I'm certainly not a technical person. Like, if something went wrong with my computer, I didn't know what key to push to fix it. I had to call the computer guy, and he'd come and do whatever they do, right?
Yeah.
So, I was a little bit worried about being completely online and all on my own, but the training was great. The support was great. Yeah, I found it really was everything they said it would be for me.
Amazing, amazing.
Hmm.
And like not many of us are tech savvy, and that's what everybody's afraid. When they hear the digital, the word digital, they think like, oh, they back up. They'll straight think that you have to have skills. No, you don't have to have any skills. The thing is, video-based training, it shows you all, and we have a whole community that is there to help you whenever you need help. If any one of us can figure it out, there's always someone that you can go to that will help you. It is literally not for obviously like it's not tax savvy, and you don't even require experience. Like all you require is English, obviously, right? Like our training is in English, so you have to have a basic English to read and write. Is that right, Sister Nikki?
Sure. And you know what? Even English, if you just have a little bit of English and you're determined, we have people who started with almost no English. So it took them a little
Definitely.
longer to learn and go through it. But now their English is very, very good. And, you know, there's so much growth in people, whether
Absolutely.
it's growth in their ability to read and write English, or whether it's growth in learning the technical. Or for me, I've had a lot of personal growth. I've really come back to myself and what's important. And so my two boys, one is just headed to college and the other one's in high school. So it's been great this last couple of years to really rebond with them and
Of
be a
course.
nicer mom. Like I'm not stressed, and when they need
Yeah.
me, I don't say, "Oh, hang on, I'm busy." I just stop what I'm doing and I help them. And so yeah, it's been incredible. Really, really incredible.
It is. It is definitely like for me as well. I could say my mindset has changed. My perspective of life has changed. Like I am also a happier person. Like this is not just a business that you make money, but it is a business that will change the way you see life. It will change you as a person. So it is, yeah, it is a whole package, guys. It is a whole package, and literally it does not cost you like any other businesses will cost you like an arm and a leg. No way, this is not that. It is definitely a business that is so doable. It is easy to get into. We've got a lot of viewers here. So we've got Sister Nena, we've got Sister Deka. Shout out to you all. Thank you for watching, guys. Sister Nikki, now how did this business change your life? Yes, we talked about everything that it has done for you. Can you do all the things that you want to do now? Can you go on holidays without having to worry about paying bills?
Well, absolutely. It has changed many, many things. Oh, my alarm's going off. It has changed many, many things for us. The most important is my health and happiness. And you know, that old saying, happy spouse, happy
Happy life.
house, or
Yes,
happy wife, happy life, some people say.
absolutely.
You know, I think with men and women, if we think back to when we were younger, we think about how sort of carefree we were, and how, you know, in our early adulthood, we didn't have a lot of stress and a lot of debt and worry and children and jobs and all these things. And so by eliminating that stressful corporate career that I had to go to, and moving to this has given me that opportunity. You know, we always say, oh, I want to exercise more, or I want to eat right, or I want to make my bed every morning, or I want to organize the house, or whatever it is. And there's never time because we're trying to cram all these things in on the weekends and in the evenings. But when you work for yourself, this whole world of time opens up, because not only do we work less hours, but also I'm here in the home. So I can do some things at the same time that I'm working, right?
Absolutely.
So that for me has been the greatest thing. My husband and I love to travel. And him being a firefighter, he has a lot of days off because they work 24-hour shifts. So their shifts are sporadic throughout the month. So before, if he had 3 or 4 days off in a row, he would want to take off and go somewhere overnight in camping, or go to amusement center or something, go ride some roller coasters. And I could never go because I had to work.
Yeah.
And so I would get left out of that fun, right? Well, now I can take my work with me. So if he has some days off and he decides he wants to take off in the middle of the week and go somewhere, go camping or whatever, we can do that. If we want to go visit friends, we can do that. My family is located in British Columbia and they winter in Arizona in the United States. So I wasn't able to see them a lot when I was working because I only had like 3-4 weeks vacation in a year. And some of that has to be for my kids' family holiday.
Yeah.
Well, now I can jump on a plane and go see them pretty much whenever I want to. You know, when I started this business, we had a lot of debt. And I can't say we've cleared all of our debt yet, but I can say that it is going down a lot quicker since I stopped working, because besides the business itself, there are so many extra expenses that you don't incur when you're working. You know, I'm not using all that fuel because I was driving about 40 minutes each way to and from work. So I'm not using all that fuel. My insurance costs less. I'm not spending money on lunches and coffees in the morning. I don't need a whole closet full of fancy business clothes and comfortable shoes and, you know, just
Yeah.
all of it. So it really starts to add up when you really put it all together. And for people with young children, if they can eliminate daycare, that's huge as well. So,
Absolutely.
you know, for us, it's been a huge life changer, but probably the best thing, I always say that the events that happened in 2020 saved our marriage, because we, like many people, have had our ups and downs in our marriage. And there came a point where we had to just decide, okay, we're staying together, we're making this work, we're working on our marriage. And then I lost my job, and it just felt like everything was working against us. The world was closing down. And then I found this, and it gave me a purpose, and it gave me a way to contribute financially. And it allowed my husband and I to reconnect as friends and get the romance back and sort of be newlyweds again. And so now, you know, here we are. We just celebrated 21 years, and it's like we're starting all over. The kids are almost ready to be out of the house, and it's like we're back to when we were first married. It's fantastic. And
It's
I'm not sure
amazing.
that would have happened if I was working, you know, 40, 50 hours a week, 5 days a week. I'm not sure if I would have had what it takes to put the focus where it needs to be and, you know, get myself healthier and happier, because we get stuck in a rut, right?
Absolutely.
So yeah, for
Absolutely.
for us, it's been incredible in so many ways, so many ways.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. Now, congratulations on your anniversary.
Thank
You did
you.
say 21 years. Amazing. That is so great. Thank God you found this business because, like you said, with all the stress and everything, it does make your marriage fall. Like, honestly, whether people realize it or not, but like sometimes you just don't want to communicate. And that is one of the things of the stress of corporate, jobs. Like, so many jobs that are corporate jobs, they make you stressful. Whether you work night shifts, afternoon, whatever your shift is, you just come home and you just feel like you just do not want to communicate, right? But with this, you have the flexibility. You work on your own schedule. You work whenever, and 2 hours of your work of your time a day. Like, seriously, who cannot afford that? If you can watch Netflix, YouTube, like I love YouTube, okay? But if you can dedicate that time on there, why can't you dedicate the time to actually do your training here? Like, it is amazing. It is
Yeah, for sure.
absolutely great. And it's, yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate you for sharing that. It literally resonates so well with me. And it's so great to connect with you here. We've got a lot of people here that are watching us. Most of it is Nena. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, please. You can send me your email. We'll be able to send you the information. Yeah, looks like we've got someone who's very interested. And thank you, Nikki. Looks like you have inspired our viewers. Thank you so much. I'd like to ask you, I know that you are really busy, but if you could just leave our viewers with one last either question or just tell them, all the skeptical people, what you want to tell them. Side note.
Well, I think that healthy skepticism is good. And as I said, I had looked into a lot of things and decided against a lot of things because I do have a background. I kind of knew what I was looking for. But it's interesting you talked about if you can watch Netflix, because when I started trying to decide, what are we going to do now? What am I going to do now? I realized I'm spending an awful lot of time on my phone anyway, scrolling and, playing on Facebook for years to keep up with family. And I thought, why not take something I'm already doing and try to make a living with it? And so I
Absolutely.
was able to do that because the majority of this business I do from my phone, almost all of it. My phone is my preferred tool that I use. So I would say to people that if you are thinking, I wish I had more time to be healthy, to focus on my health. I wish I had more communication and love with my husband and my children. And I wish we didn't sort of snap at each other. And nothing seems to be working. A big part of that is probably because all the other things are taking your time, all the other things that have to be done, the job, the laundry, the cooking, the grocery shopping, all of that. And so if you can eliminate that job, whether it's immediately like I did, or whether it's a plan to eliminate it sooner, to retire younger, to switch to part-time, to, get out of there, start now. Because I'm 52 years old. I so wish that when I changed careers in my 40s, that I would have found this then. Because if I had, I know that we would both be retired already. And I
100%.
know I know that we would be traveling. Like, our goal is to travel full time in an RV in our retirement, and we would be doing that already. I know that. So we will still do it, and it will still be early, but it would have been a lot sooner if I had found this a lot sooner. So my advice is, don't wait, because you don't have to there's no commitments, there's no contracts. You can find out the information easily with no risk to you. And then if you make a decision to proceed, you can proceed at your own pace. My journey to get to the level I'm at now in this business and become an actual trained coach took me 2 years. Some people do it in 2 months. It really just depends on what you want to do, right? You get to choose.
Absolutely.
You get to prioritize. And I don't know anywhere else where you get to choose. They don't
Definitely.
force anything. There's no commitments with our business group. There's no contracts. You just choose what you want to do. And I love that.
That's 100% true. Thank you so much. Thank you. I have taken 23 minutes of your time.
It's okay.
Thank you so much for being here.
I
It is
really
so
enjoyed
great to
it.
connect with you.
You as
And
well.
thank you, thank you. And I know it's nighttime now, so I will leave you. But to all our viewers, if you are interested in this business, message Nikki or myself, and either one of us will be happy to guide you along to start your venture to success today, guys. Write down where you're watching us from. Until next time, thank you and see you on the other side. See
Bye.
you.
Keep smiling.